Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, been working on this Ampex Vp-4900C, which you guys are very well aware. I do try to do follow-up updates on the repairs. I hope I'm not too repetitious on these videos. This is a very big priority due to the vast scale of videotapes that got to be transferred. And plus I want to get either this particular machine or the VR7000 up and running. So I'm doing both machines at the same time. Sorry, I don't need to be repetitious, but a lot of you electronic buffs out there are really enjoying the details of the repairs. So this is the reason why I do this, to give you guys all updates on how things are done. As you know, in the previous videos, I just got done repairing the upper transformer for the video head, which is the lower transformer was shorted out. I had to rebuild that. That was a success. And so it seems like that might be the video output problem, and I'm pretty sure it is. And anyways, we did get the service manual from Lab Guy, compliments of Lab Guy's World, but it's not the one that I need. This is a the Vp-5100, which was a black and white recorder, which was same setup and design, but the boards are different, but the mechanics are the same, so it is very helpful. But I did get this from Lab Guy, and I want to thank him very much for sending that file over to me. He was amazed as well that I've gotten this unit, and he didn't have a service manual for it. He was kind of in shock because he didn't even know about this machine, and it must be a pretty rare machine because even he didn't know about it. And anyways, it's very helpful on the things that I'm doing. And of course, you know, I'm looking at the video preamp board, which is this, to double check things. I do have to unsolder things to check a lot of these transistors, which is going to be a pain in the ass. But we did order some just in case to have some on hand. It was cheap. I think I spent like 15 bucks for all this stuff. Got the 23 NTE 123As, which covers like 5 of these transistors, and I got the 108s coming, so I spent like a total of like $15. So this board has very little on it, so if there's something shorted out, I can swap it out real quick and get this thing up and running. So basically, the amplifier on the video head in the back of this unit actually sends a signal to this board, which is the preamp board, which connects to this wire. It transfers the signal through the board to amplify it, to read the video signal from the video head to the other boards below, which are here, either playback in color or just straight black and white. This board here is very important because it actually connects to the upper part of the video head scanner, and it's the amplifier from the transformer from the video head. It amplifies that signal to produce the signal to transfer to the lower boards below. This is what it does. So I'm covering my ass and all my bases on this stuff. I mean, it seems, you know, we checked an awful lot of stuff, so it seems like this is going to be the culprit. So if there's a problem here, I'm going to fix it. I did get parts. I think I spent a total of $15. You know, I did cross-reference a lot of things, and you can get, you know, NTE is a very good product if you're going to get replacement transistors. You know, that type of thing. You know, disc capacitors, these round little disc capacitors, they do go bad. I just didn't have any 103s. I got a bunch of those for like $3. So, you know, I want to have everything on hand when I'm working on this thing. Mica caps don't usually go bad. Disc caps don't really go bad, but if there's an issue, I want to make sure I have everything on hand. Seems I did check all the resistors, and they seem to be in the right range, not shorted out, so it is producing a signal. But due to the transformer on the video head scanner, with the lower transformer being shorted out, I think that's going to be the problem why we've had no video feed output on this thing. So, you know, time is going to tell. I just got a little bit more work on this thing. It looks like we're going to be in the final stretch on this machine. And if I could just get the video back up, I could do the settings, because everything on this machine is virtually brand new. So we'll be able to get this machine up and running. Anyways, I want to show you some things I have been doing the past few days. I told you about the power supply rebuild, okay, and I do mean rebuild. All right, we did end up removing that capacitor because it wasn't away, and I was just like, you know, I'm not going to deal with this crap. So I just took the whole damn thing out. There's the replacement of that capacitor, which is a 400 microfarad, which is the replacement into a pigtail type of thing. Now, here's the thing about rebuilding something. when you rebuild something this old, you really need to do it the right way. So like I said, I had to take a brand new strap, which is this. This is an 8-point strap. And then I had to rivet it back how the original was. Now this thing had resistors, a couple resistors on the sides. So I put some flame-proof replacements and rebuilt it exactly. I copied the original strap. It had a diode bridged, another resistor, okay? And then all 3 of these transistors are changed out. Now, if you look, the base of the transistor is going to be the black wires. The emitter is going to be the orange wires. The collector is going to be the can, the outer part of the transistor, which is the base, or the screwed part, okay, where it screws down. That's your collector. Your base, orange, are your emitters. So as you can see, I got 3 oranges for emitters, 3 blacks for base, and then I got all the resistors changed out with this new capacitor. And I have to admit, when you turn it on, it stabilizes and runs unbelievably a lot better than it did. So this transistor right here, which is the 901, had an open side, so it definitely was a big problem. But I rebuilt it anyways. This was something like $20 to do all this. This, like I said, it wasn't no big cost thing to do. It took me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to lay it all out and read the schematic and rebuild it exactly the way it was. But at least I can identify everything now, and it's rebuilt the proper way. It did correct the power problem by a long shot. So we do now have the voltages going to the servo. The modulation, and in the servo, all the voltages are back, including the voltages back to the color board. Okay, now here's another thing which was quite tricky. The cooling fan below was broke. It would no longer mount, and it was cracked down the center. All right, of course you can't get these fans for these motors. So what I did is I went down to Home Depot, and this is a fan that came off of the ceiling fans that go in your bathroom on those little motors for like exhaust fans. So what I did is I drilled that out because the shaft was too small, got it dead center, and of course it drilled out perfectly. And I put some B-weld glue on the shaft at that point and slid it in right where it belongs. This thing is solid. It ain't going anywhere. It's not ever going to come off. It's glued seriously tight. So anyways, we replaced the fan, and this one produces much more airflow. The airflow blowing through this to cool this power supply here, or this distribution power supply. This blows directly on this to keep these fins cool. It circulates the air through here 10 times better than the original fan. So that was a smart move there. So I was able to replace the fan and come up with a ingenious replacement fan for it. So that worked out good. So check it out. Turn it on. There we go. Power is stable. Listen to that fan blowing air through this sucker. This is what you want to keep this unit cool. It does get very hot, so that was a plus. And if you put your hand here, you can feel the air just blowing up against this power supply and the wall right here, which is a good thing. Once the enclosure's in, all the air blows back here and on the sides will filter back underneath and circulate through the whole unit. But anyways, we've come real far on this machine, and you guys are going to see an update. This thing is going to be working, guaranteed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.